So you're creating this training job that's going to run on a bunch of Trainium instances. I see something here called, and this is something we haven't touched upon yet because it's all about storage today, Emily. I see like input mode fast file. So you're pulling the training data, I would imagine, from S3, right?
That is correct.
Okay, awesome. Are you just downloading the whole training data, or what's the deal?
No, yeah. So fast file mode is a SageMaker data type. Basically, it's a way that you can, from your SageMaker training job, that you can essentially, it's like a streamer, basically. But it's a way to essentially read objects from your S3 bucket in a manner that lets you read them very, very quickly. Without needing to wait for the entire volume of data to be copied over. And so fast file mode is great for sort of that like Goldilocks zone of data that's just large enough to let you do something meaningful without being too large that you need something that's much more suitable for something that's distributed at a large scale. The alternative, of course, is FSX for Lustre.
Okay.
And so FSX for Lustre is a great fit for, again, very, very large data sets. So if you're actually pre-training your own language model, you have multiple terabytes of language data and maybe image data as well if you're doing a stable diffusion type training or even a mixture of experts with Mixtral, then in all of those cases, basically, FSX for Lustre is going to create this distributed file system for you. So you start with your data in S3, and then in the console, you're going to create an FSX for Lustre file system that actually first it copies the metadata onto the file system. It'll do that in like 10, 20 minutes very quickly. And then as you set up your distributed training job, and as you have hundreds and then thousands of accelerators, and all of those accelerators are trying to read your data from that through your data loader, basically Lustre is going to add more bandwidth, like linearly with all of the reads, basically. So as you have more and more hosts that are asking for data, Lustre creates more ability to read that. So it's super nice.
Yeah.
And then you use basically this like lazy loading capability, which is where first you do a full pass on your data to copy the data from S3 into Lustre directly, not just the metadata. But then once you've done that first pass, the reads are just very, very fast. And so this is both for SageMaker training and then for SageMaker HyperPod, which is our managed cluster environment, if you want to interact with it through Slurm.
So a couple things. FSX for Lustre, to explain to the folks out there, imagine it as a big old shared network storage that's super fast, and then it automatically ingests data from something like Amazon S3. It is critical for such workloads because you want to, how do you call that?
Hydrate.
Hydrate. So, chat, we have to talk about what hydrating means. It's hydrate. You have to hydrate your GPUs. The thing is, your GPUs should not be idle. The thing is, pass as much training as data as you can into it, keep them hydrated, and have them working for you, training your model. Idle GPUs are bad GPUs, or well, not bad GPUs. They're expensive GPUs. So
They are.
Fast storage is important.